3.
The signal is cleared and we are going live. This is a special bulletin from the classic Cool Broadcasting Company. Late 1942, across Europe, the war has entered a decisive phase. In the east, German forces remain locked in a brutal struggle deep inside Soviet territory. In the Atlantic, Allied convoys continue to fight for survival against relentless submarine attacks. And in North Africa, the balance is shifting. Field Marshal Rommel's Africa Corps has pushed deep into Egypt, but British forces are preparing a response. Meanwhile, behind closed doors in Washington, in London, plans are being drawn. A new front, a decisive move, an operation that could change the course of the war. Operation Torch is coming.
Just days after the shock of attack on Pearl Harbor, as the world struggled to grasp the scale of what had begun, a different kind of battle was already taking shape. Not on the front lines, but behind closed doors. From December 22nd, 1941, to January 14th, 1942, Washington became the center of Allied strategy. In a series of meetings that would later be known as the Arcadia Conference, Franklin D. Roosevelt and Winston Churchill stood side by side, surrounded by generals, advisors, and men who would redraw the map of the war. Every branch of command was represented, every decision weighed with consequence, and among them, working quietly, efficiently, and without recognition, was Veronica Vale, attached to the American Intelligence Services. She listened, observed, and remembered everything. A few days later, the orders came. Immediate departure, London. No delay, no explanation, just the understanding that something far larger was already in motion. In the early morning light, Veronica left her office in Washington. Her black Cadillac convertible cut through near-empty streets, heading straight for a military airfield on the outskirts of the capital. No ceremony, no farewell.
Welcome aboard, madam.
Within the hour, she was airborne. Destination, London. She arrived under a sky that never quite seemed to lift. Rain traced slow lines across the windows of a London taxi as it carried her through darkened streets to 10 Downing Street. Inside, the atmosphere was no less heavy than in Washington. Voices lowered, doors closed quickly, decisions made in fragments. The Prime Minister's staff wasted no time. New instructions, new destination.
The opportunity
Tangier.
in Tangier is ours, gentlemen.
From London, Veronica boarded a British aircraft bound for Gibraltar, the gateway to the Mediterranean. From there, she would continue south to a city suspended between worlds. Tangier, a place of whispers, of shifting loyalties, of eyes that never quite looked where they should. And that was where she found me. I still remember the moment, the light over the harbor, the distant hum of ships, and then her, standing there as if she had stepped out of another life. We had both changed. The war does that, but some things refuse to fade. She told me why she had come. New operations were being prepared, plans that would open an entirely new front. Nothing was certain yet,
It's a long shot,
but everything
Veronica.
pointed
It's the
in
only
one
chance we have
direction.
left.
I told her what I had learned about the new consul Herbert Noring recently arrived in Tangier. and about a woman, quiet, observant, working inside the German consulate, German, or something more complex, through an intermediary, a French journalist I had come to trust. Information had begun to surface, fragmented, incomplete, but enough to suggest that the Germans were watching Tangier very closely. We spoke of strategy, of movements, of risks, but beneath it all, something else remained, unspoken, until that evening. We found a quiet place overlooking the sea, a terrace, a table set just far enough from the others, the kind of place where the world feels momentarily distant. For a few hours, there was no war, no orders, no secrets. Just the two of us. And somewhere between dinner and the last glass left untouched, we stopped pretending. Because the truth was simple and impossible to ignore. We were already in too deep, not just in the war, but in each other. And in a city like Tangier, where nothing is ever quite what it seems. That kind of truth can be the most dangerous thing of all. The music from the terrace still echoed faintly through the corridors of the El Minsa when Veronica and I crossed the lobby once more. Tangier had not gone to sleep. Not really, it never did. Diplomats, smugglers, officers, exiles. The entire war seemed to pass through that lobby beneath the chandeliers and the cigarette smoke. And then we saw him again. Hans Muller, standing perfectly still in the center of the room, watching us, not with surprise, but with recognition. At his side stood the Arab dignitary I had noticed earlier that evening. Traditional robes, calm eyes, the quiet confidence of a man who already knew more than he intended to say. That was when Muller quietly spoke the words we would not forget. They are here. Veronica never slowed her pace. Neither did I. But I could feel immediately that whatever game was unfolding in Tangier had suddenly become very real. Once we disappeared beyond the main lobby, I finally looked at her. "Who is he really?" I asked. Veronica remained silent for a moment. Then she answered softly, "Hans Muller,
we must move fast.
German military intelligence."
The German officer,
She glanced
Hans
back
Muller,
toward the lobby.
is a double agent.
He's not in
feeding false
Tangier by
intelligence to the
accident.
Arab dignitaries.
We continued walking beneath the Moorish
We must
arches while the
uncover the
orchestra
real-
upstairs played somewhere above us. A violin, a distant darbuka, laughter
The
from
officer,
another room.
Hans Muller, is a
Tangier,
decoy.
still
the real
pretending
target
to
is the
belong
Arab
to
dignitary
peace.
we just met.
The man beside
He
him,
possesses the treaty
Veronica
that could ignite the
continued,
entire
is
region,
connected to
Sterling.
Rashid Ali al-Gailani. The name meant little to most Americans in 1942, but not to London, and certainly not to Berlin. Veronica lowered her voice
The
even
German
further.
officer, Hans
The
Muller,
Germans are
is
trying
a
to build
double agent
alliances
feeding
across
false
the Arab
intelligence
world.
to the Arab
North
dignitaries.
Africa, Iraq,
We
Palestine.
must uncover the
I
real
stopped
player
walking.
before they
The
expose
Free
us.
Arabian Legion. She nodded slowly. Yes, and Tangier has become one of their crossroads. Outside, somewhere beyond the windows overlooking the bay, the city lights shimmered beneath the night sky. Beautiful, dangerous, waiting. And suddenly, everything we had seen since arriving in North Africa began connecting together. The German consulate, the coded messages, the mysterious young woman feeding information to Pasquier, the officers quietly changing sides, the invisible lines being drawn across an entire continent. Because while Berlin was trying to rally Arab leaders to the Axis cause, Veronica and I had been sent here for another reason entirely, to prepare the ground for something far bigger, something that, if successful, could change the war itself. Operation Torch, the Allied landings in North Africa, and behind the scenes, the dangerous mission of convincing Vichy officers and Arab leaders to abandon Pétain before the Germans moved first. Tangier was no longer simply a city of spies. It had become the opening move of a much larger battle, one that was only beginning, and somewhere inside the shadows of that city, someone was already watching us, waiting. But that is another story. RetroStory, a passport to the past, will return.
يا ليلي يا ليلي يا حبيبي Tangier, Tangier, يا ليلي
Down by the harbor, the lanterns swayed. The gamblers smiled while the dark bands played. Every shadow carried a name. Every doorway hid a dangerous game. But through the smoke in the crowded room, you appeared like perfume in bloom. And suddenly the war felt far beneath the Tangier stars.
From London rain to Madrid at night, through coded messages and fading lights, I crossed the sea where the spies all meet, where secrets walk every street.
The music played and the wine ran slow. The city moved with a dangerous glow. But when you reached for my hand that night,
Nothing else felt right. Moon over Tangier, shining on danger and desire. Moon over Tangier, hearts dancing close to the fire.
and though the world was falling apart,
This strange old city captured our hearts. Ya 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 habibi, ya layli,
Mustafa,
ya habibi,
Tangier.
ya nur el-ain. Ya layli, ya layli, dancers moving through the night. Ya habibi, under the Moroccan light. Sous les terrasses de Tangier, le vent faisait danser la mer. Les musiciens jouaient plus fort, comme pour oublier la guerre encore.
Et dans la chaleur de la nuit, ton regard cherchait le mien sans bruit. Parmi les ombres et les dangers, nos cœurs se sont trouvés.
Maybe tomorrow the world would burn.
Maybe tonight we should not return.
But why?